Hi guys, Retro Tech Ralph here. The Atari 5200 ST-FM. Well, this appears to be that, but I bought this as an auction. I want to do something with one of my other Atari STs, which is on the shelf over there, but I bought a new case, which came with a keyboard, which came with a broken key. Right, I'm going to go into this, because this is going to be a key. I'm going to show you how to repair the actual keyboard itself for something like that where it's been broken off. This is just completely irrelevant to the video anyway, but it's a case, power supply needs testing, there's parts in here I need for the repair. I don't have a motherboard. This is kind of spare parts for one, which is nice to have, and I've got two others work absolutely perfect. Need a good yellowing once the sun finally comes out. So, the repair on an Atari ST keyboard. This is dirty, it needs a clean, needs a retro bright, but I don't honestly care at the moment, so we'll actually get around to doing a key repair. Now, this was missing when I got it, and I had to get the key for it, specific 0 for that corner, because it's the larger size, so that is needed. I also need one of these, because I can show you in a second, as soon as I get this other part out I need, which is actually it's kind of part metal, part mostly rubber bits that we've been using these for decades. You press down and it creates a circuit on the keyboard underneath, so I need those three parts anyway for this. Now, taking out the keys is as follows. Here is the part which is broken. You see the plus bit in the middle? It's broken. So if I try and put that key on there, it will not work, because it needs to connect inside there. It will go there, and it will do something, but it will not stay on. So let's see about repairing this for you. So, the rest of the keys seem absolutely fine. Even the space bar return just seems a little bit grubby underneath, which it is. In time I'll take this to pieces and do what I need to do with it anyway. So, stripping down the Atari ST keyboard is not an easy thing. It's not impossible, but it's not exactly simply done. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 screws need to come out of this. So you can take this section, the membrane section, off. There's obviously 1, 2, 3 here underneath this plastic, but it's only so it won't short out on the casing, the metal casing. So I need to get on with a lot of unscrewing all of these, and then we'll get back to this video in a second. Right, I lied. There was another one behind there. So the bar for this was actually holding another one behind it. But they're the only ones with different screws. They have slightly bigger to hold in for strain relief for the actual joystick ports, which I don't like the joystick ports underneath it, but unfortunately that's the way it goes. So once you've done that, it's done what I did want it to do. Okay. They are still on there, which is good. For one reason, if they all fell off, you'd have to put them all back into here. There's only the one that actually stayed where it was. It's a little dusty. This could do with a clean. That's going to be for a separate video or another time when I can be bothered. So that's all, almost all of them. So that's, it's got to be there then. It curves round, it isn't go down. Right, so there isn't one on that side. This is what gets me a little bit, is that is there, but there isn't one there. Okay, that's fine. So we are now left with that, which I'm going to be careful with because everything's out. Now, it's now very simple. All I need is just some sort of pushing in just to get rid of that. Right, this has been glued before, I can tell there's some glue, and it's just, it's not bonded properly, but that's gone anyway. The new one slides in. Now they will fall out eventually anyway, so that's not like it's secured in place. These keys themselves, let me get you a key puller. Let's see if I can just show you something. Let's start with this one. They do just pull straight off, and then that will fall straight out. So they are, that is wide, that is opaque, but that doesn't really matter so much. So I'm going to try, put that in my finger underneath it, and let it click into place, which is good. So I'll do the same with this one, put that with the cross section going downwards, hold it with my little finger on the back, put my key back in place the right way, which is it top left or bottom right? That'll do bottom right. And there it is. That's in place. Didn't take much. There's no bar behind this one either. So there's the strength of itself. Actually, is there a bar? There might be a bar missing actually. No, the return hasn't got a bar, so the weight of itself should push itself up. I think it's only the space bar which has one of those wire bars which goes between there and there. That would go in, that would, but that one doesn't. So that's fine. Now, my problem is getting that back in place. So we'll flip that back over again. Actually, should we just put that on top of there? It's actually that way around, isn't it? So if I can line up the LED, that should all go in place. There's another few come out there. Right, so you have to be very careful with this because that came out and that came out. So you don't want it to. They're not glued in place. They're just basically sat there, and with the grace of anything, they aren't moving. So this is the awkward bit because you need to get the keyboard off the ground for them all to go into the holes if you're going to do it this way around. I don't recommend doing this because you never know if it's all going to work or not. So that seems to have lost one. Right. And where would that go? That would go there. See what I mean about it's pushing the actual parts back through again. So I need to kind of get this raised on something. Whether or not it's anything in particular, maybe we just need something like that. Something like, don't know. I haven't got anything. So maybe just there holds it a little bit in place. So, right, the easiest way to do this is to just take all of those off and put them in there. Because this ain't going to work. I just need to remember which one of these doesn't have one. So let me get all them off and put them in place where they're supposed to be and not where the missing one was, which was there. It was there, but that's actually in the middle of there, so that does go there. Right, okay, 2 minutes. Now the back of the keyboard is back on. I've put a few screws in just to hold it in place. I don't recommend keeping all these sucker key pushers on this side of the board. I do recommend taking them all off. If you're going to be replacing a key anyway, you might as well clean the entire keyboard and get it down doing that way. It's a lot easier, and just make sure everything's clean and you're restoring stuff. But I recommend taking them all off, give them a good clean, get them dried, putting them into the plastic sections only. So at least you know they're there, and then raise it up a little bit, whether or not you put it on some marker pens or whether you put it on some piece of metal, anything, just raise it up. Want to be good kind of over there. Want to be good right on the edge. Just so none of these keys are actually pressing, and then this will sit on top, a few screws in place, and then off you go. So that's in place. Just gonna hold the back down there a little bit. That's fine. It probably could do with, but that one's still rocking as well, but it could probably do with that bar under there anyway. But that's not essential. It's not fully needed. I mean, the enter key doesn't have that, and it just seems to work fine. I don't think I'll actually put one in. Those two have definitely got them in. The enter hasn't, and the 0 hasn't. So I'll just screw all this back up, and that's all you need to do. It's just a simple plastic pin that will have broken off, and just its harder part is taking it to pieces to put it in. So that's a quite easy fix for an Atari ST keyboard. There's no soldering, no nothing. It's just a lot of screws and a lot of faffing when all these little things fall out. So there, I'll leave it to it. I'll screw these up on my own time. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, follow me on social media, join the channel if you like on YouTube, help out the channel on Discord, Patreon. If you want to just donate something, give us a shout. I'll greatly receive anything you really want. Other than that, I will see you in another video. Bye for now.